You got to the address he sent you, and he came out the front door and greeted you. The both of you exchange hellos, and he takes you to your table. You both sat down, and you could immediately tell he was upset. Are you okay? You ask. I bet you heard the news about Shoto's and Dynamite's agencies. You pretended to be shocked, even though you were thoroughly aware of the situation. I'm head of the investigation for the natural disasters case, but I prefer to call them the Butterfly. They attacked two of the biggest agencies by making their boilers explode. There were few injuries, but nothing critical. It makes me so sad that this person has such a hatred for heroes. But what's even worrying is what they're gonna do next. They already attacked some of the biggest pro heroes, so the next step has to be rash. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm talking about work. Oh, no, I don't mind at all, trust me. I find it very interesting, so don't worry, it's not boring. Oh, well, in that case, what do you think of the Butterfly? Me? Oh, well, I think it's kind of odd no one knows what they look like, even though they leave something at each one of their crime scenes. No one saw them put the tag and saw their face. It's quite odd. Also, no one knows what quirk they have, or if they even have one at all. Oh, speaking of quirks, I never asked you about your quirk, or do you have one? You looked a bit stunned at the question. You didn't know if you should lie and say you didn't have one, or if you should just say your quirk, since no one knows the butterfly effect. You decided it wouldn't be wise to lie, since your quirk registration still has your quirk. If he ever checks, then he'll be suspicious. But on the other hand, you can always change the register to be quirkless. Oh, I don't have one. It was tough growing up, let me tell you. It was so hard having everyone torment you over something you can't control, you know? I know what you mean. What? But you have a quirk, and it's one of the most heroic quirks. What do you mean? Oh, I had a friend who was quirkless, so I saw how people treated him. I think it's awful to treat people so horribly for being quirkless, or having a so-called villain quirk. It's not like they asked to be born that way. So I have a lot of compassion towards people who have gone through that. Really? Honestly, no one I've really ever talked to thought that way. They would all say they deserved it. It's nice seeing a change of opinion. Unless, of course, you're just trying to be nice. Oh, no, I meant every word I said. His cheeks flushed a light shade of pink after saying it. I have a good friend who I knew back in my UA days. His quirk was called Villainous, but he worked so hard and made it into the hero course. He is now one of the best pro heroes I know, but I do have major respect for people like that. You looked down and felt a bit of shame. Would he have respect for you if he knew you had a villain quirk, but became what the people wanted you to be? Probably not, but why were you thinking about what he thinks of you? You're only doing this for info, not actually to pursue some dumb sparks of feelings you had for him. Excuse me, are you ready to order? The waiter says. Oh, yes, sorry, I spaced out a bit. You two ordered food, and when you got yours, you had bits of broccoli, which you thought looked like Deku's hair. You laugh a bit to yourself. What's so funny? He asked, a bit confused. Oh, it's just that your hair looks like broccoli, that's all. Oh, that's a first. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it for it to sound rude. No, you're right. My hair looks a bit like broccoli. You both laugh and eat the rest of your meal, having a nice conversation. You got up from your seat and told him, I had a lovely time. Thank you for taking me out to eat. This was the most fun I think I've ever had. Oh, it's no problem. Would you like to walk around the park since it's not that late? Oh, sure, you say, blushing a bit. The both of you exit the restaurant and walk to the park across the street. The sun was setting in beautiful shades of pinks, yellows, oranges, and purples. It was such a beautiful scene with the cool, crisp evening air. You both walk around in comfortable silence around the park. You start thinking while on the walk, why did I enjoy his company so much? I have this warm feeling inside. It's so strange. I enjoy this too much. I can't get close to him, or not as close as I want to, but it wouldn't hurt, right? I can just break things off when I'm on the next step of my plan. Hey, listener? He brought you back to reality. Yes? I really enjoyed the time we spent together. Would you like to do this again? You saw a slight tint of pink on his cheeks, looking back at you, waiting for your response. I really enjoyed spending time with you too. I don't think I can remember the last time I had this much fun. I would love to do this again. You couldn't help but smile at him after saying that. You continue walking side by side, hands brushing next to each other. You noticed and decided to just grab his hand. You see him freeze up a bit and his face goes red. After you saw his reaction, you became a little red yourself. You held each other's hand for the rest of the walk around the park. Oh, Deku, I should probably get going now. I have work tomorrow, and the last train leaves in 30 minutes. Oh, yeah, of course. I can walk you to the train station, since I live nearby. Oh, thank you. And you can call me Midoriya, if you don't want to call me by my hero name. Although I don't mind whichever you call me, since Deku is also a nickname I have. Is it really okay if I call you Midoriya? Oh, yeah, it's fine since we've gotten closer from normal work relationship. Okay then, Midoriya, you say while smiling. The both of you get to the train station, and you thank him. You wave goodbye as you walk to your terminal. As you get to the train, you have this happy, content feeling after being with him. It was a nice change from how others treated you in the past. It was a nice new feeling that you didn't want to lose. I guess getting close wouldn't be so bad, would it? The train stops at your station, and you snap back from the nice feelings you had with him. Your voice of reason come back. He doesn't know what it feels like to go through that torment. He was born gifted with a heroic quirk that no one ever questioned he would end up as a villain. You did everything in your power to try and defeat the overwhelming feelings you had for him. He was the next step in your plan, after all. You only went on the outing with him because you wanted information. But on second thought, if you get even closer, that would be even better. It would be easier if he trusts you completely. Getting close isn't such a bad idea after all. You made it back to your apartment and went straight to sleep. That night, you dreamt of broccoli and him. It was truly one of the best night's sleep you have gotten in a long time. Hello everyone, I'm back. I have decided that this whole thing will be branching out into I think I planned 4 different AU endings. I think there's 5. I'm pretty sure there's 5. It's 5 different AU endings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have a break video in between each of those. So this video, and then there will be a Todoroki X Overworked Listener, because I've had a couple of requests for that one. So I wrote one up, so that should be next week's video. And then after that video, I'll do one of the AU endings, another break video, an AU ending, until all the AU endings are out. And I'll be nice, and I'll give you the nice endings first, and then progressively make it more angsty, and make everyone cry, including myself when I record, and writing it. So I wanted to thank everyone for getting me to 1,700 subscribers. I don't know what to say to you guys. I never truly in my wildest world expected to get here. I'm so thankful that you guys like my content, and it really means the world. I hope you guys enjoy my writing. I enjoy writing stuff for the channel. I also wanted to say at the end of my videos, do you guys want like bloopers? Because I make a ton of them during recording, and some of them are really funny. So if you guys want to have bloopers at the end of my videos, just comment down below if you guys want that. I'd be happy to include them. I have a lot of bloopers. Yeah, I think that was all I wanted to say. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget I'm the Lady Otaku, and have a wonderful day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. Goodbye. I love you guys.